Guys, deluded Gouda YouTube's N'Golo Kante, Bournemouth 2, Arsenal 1, and the Arsenal gift just keeps on giving to other fans, that is. Going into the game, obviously we lost for those who don't know. Going into the game, we knew it was at stake, been battered in the FA Cup. It feels like forever since we played in the Premier League, but it wasn't exactly happy days the last time we played. Smacked up in the FA Cup. League Cup was 0-0. We know there's several things surrounding players at the club. Alexis is out of the squad. We know he's departing, whether that's to Manchester United or to City. We don't know. We'll have to find out. Ozil with this injury, whatever he's doing, the same thing is being said. The bad form is being said. There's several players that haven't scored for a minute. Lacazette, 9 now, but 8 going into the game. There's several things surrounding Arsenal, let's put it straight, going into the game. We know we need to win. We know what happened last time we came here. We came back from 3-0 down, and some people will put that as a valiant effort to come back, and yes, it is, but it's dropping points. We need to come here. It's fair enough, Jack Wilshere's got his little love story, love affair with Bournemouth going on because they gave him a home for a sec, but we need to go and win today. Bournemouth, they're fighting relegation, they're fighting for their lives, they're trying to stay in the league, so they need to fight as well. So both sides, we know both sides can't defend, so there's definitely going to be goals in this. I told you in the preview, I told you all of this, not to say I'm a know-it-all, but yeah, going into the game, I will say this, first 5 minutes, I was kind of shook, their fullbacks in Daniels and whoever was playing on the right-hand side, just going forward. Was it Daniels who had the effort? Someone had an effort at Czech, and Czech was equal to it, but they were doing their thing in that regards. Moving on from that, I'd say apart from the first 5, 6, 7 minutes, however long that is, first 10, I was kind of comfortable. Bournemouth were respecting us way too much, and if you've been given the blueprint to beat Arsenal, like Forrest showed you, you don't respect us after a while. You have a goal. Obviously, they did exactly what Bournemouth did, but you have a goal against us. You press us. You try and match us. You might not match us for techers, even though we're pretty poor in that aspect now. But if you match us for commitment, you fix up defensively, you scare us, you have half a chance. I felt they needed to do that, but that was good for us because it was allowing Xhaka and, more importantly, Wilshere to have the keys to the city. You saw his lovely little flicks, balls over the top. Iwobi coming inside and doing his thing. I think Iwobi had a better first half. Obviously, the game went pear-shaped, and we'll allude to that, but he had a better first half. And we were doing our thing, Bellerin getting into acres of space. I mean, the end product is still not there. He needs to make a decision when he gets into the final third. Do I want to shoot or do I want to score? If nobody's running into the box, you need to have a shot. If you're going to have a shot, you hit it across and you try and win a corner. What is so hard about football? I'm not a professional football coach. This is just common logic. It's like we don't know these things. But yeah, we're having joy in the first half. We're not doing anything with it, but we're having possession. Czech is not having to do anything too tough, and to be fair, neither is Boric, what's his name? Begovic, sorry. Yeah, we're not doing anything. Maitland-Niles' effort where it probably hit the crossbar, probably the effort of note. The only chances Bournemouth are really having throughout the first half is what is the self-inflicted ones, like Maitland-Niles getting caught in possession, Holding, Xhaka, Jack, Iwobi, all at Lacazette, all at several occasions, whether it was square passes or getting caught. We were having joy down the flanks. I mean, Iwobi and Welbs, they weren't really doing too much. More Welbs, they didn't do too much today, but they were getting into pockets, and that was giving us avenues to get down the sides, if you get what I mean. Lacazette really needs to stop being scared to shoot. It was nice to see in the first half we were clearing our lines, but on the other hand, we're trying to play too much. I love Holding, but he's very naive and frustrating to watch at times. 18th minute, yes, it's lovely that you didn't kick it out, but you're playing unnecessarily and inviting unnecessary pressure onto us. And we already know going into the game, we already have we only won away from home 3 times this season, and that's not really the sort of encouraging form to take risks and things like this. And I don't know if that's being reiterated to the players or whatever. 27th minute, Iwobi put a lovely ball in as well, and it weren't the best of efforts in the sense that it didn't have a man. It didn't have a man on it. He didn't pick out a man. It was similar to what Willian does. Willian, he puts a ball in or a free kick in. It's either gonna go. He just puts it in a dangerous area for it to either deflect or somehow go in. Iwobi did something like that, a low under hit cross. Lacazette, I'm seeing Lacazette ask for it short. You've got to gamble and get something on that. I don't know if it's low confidence or whatever, but you need to gamble. That's common sense. You're a striker. Why are you coming short in the box for it? Try and get something on that, especially because of your skill set. Such to a degree, you're not labelled a poacher, but poaching is one of your assets. So we need to do that. Final third, I felt sorry for Lacazette and Welbeck on one hand because we're not trying to hit them, and it's hard when you're midfield. We're having all this joy, but we're not trying to really give them the ball. It's hard, but at the same time, you've got to give us the striking options. Got to give us more. Wells, you had to do more. You're losing the ball. Lacazette, you need to stop moaning at times and come and drop. Going into half time, I'm thinking, all right, cool. We're controlling the midfield and things like that, but it's still 0-0. We still ain't done anything of effort. To be fair to Bournemouth, towards the end of the first half, they did have a little passage where they were scaring us and things like that. Maitland-Niles, I don't think he's having the best of games at this point in the first half, to be honest. And I've got some other notes. What have I got? Bournemouth are respecting us too much. I've already said that. Good possession, but no cutting edge. I've already said that. Jack Wilshere, we've already spoken about him. And I'm thinking that Ramsey needs to come on to just have someone to run in behind at one point as well. Yeah, Maitland-Niles, Holding and Mustafi got to fix up a little bit in terms of concentration, but that was towards the end. But other than that, going into the second half now is when it really became a joke thing. We scored in the 52nd minute or something. Wilshere, Xhaka, Iwobi, they're all involved. Iwobi, it's a lovely hit pass for Bellerin. Bellerin, my guy, finally gets his decision right in regards to he wants to have a shot. Not the cleanest of strikes. Keeper should do much better, but it goes in 1-0, and on one hand we don't deserve it, but on the other hand we do deserve it. And yeah, it looks like we need to build on this and things like that. I think someone put a mad tackle in for Bournemouth, and their fans were pretty good throughout the whole game, especially because the ref wasn't being very generous to them. I will say they really should have had a penalty. It would have been harsh, but by the logic that's been happening, they should have. Someone made a massive tackle or something, and it really started galvanising people. 59th minute, they scored. They equalised. Wilson deserved his goal. To be honest, he was chasing a lot of shadows, but he was working hard. He deserved his goal. It's a collection of bad moves. Everyone in that backline could have done better. Maitland-Niles is allowing people. People are not following runners. If I remember rightly, Bellerin and Chambers, he gets in behind both of them. More so, Chambers has got to be aware, and he's having a decent game. For me, Czech's also got to be aware, but more importantly, it's 1-1 at this point. And then, yeah, we get spun again late after that. Bournemouth, we're really having our backs against the wall, to be honest. Bournemouth are coming on us. Their fans are coming on us. They know Arsenal. If you're going to beat anyone in the top 6 that you ain't beat this season, it's us. If you need to galvanise your season and get your season back on track, sadly, it's us you have to play. Despite the being the 8th, 7th, 8th richest club in the world and consistently getting top 4 until now, and it's not going to happen again for a minute. Yeah, they deserve their goal in the 73rd minute. Again, poor defending. Ibe eventually puts it in. Collection of poor defending. Watch Match of the Day and stuff. I was actually laughing at this point because it's just shocking. You can see it. Holding's making errors in that. Xhaka's there not making errors. Bellerin's not making doing certain things wrong. Everybody do you know what? If you're actually in that defensive half, you can have claim to blame in that. Czech, I don't know what he's doing as well. He's or on one hand he does all right, but these little things show that we need another keeper, and I'm not even at the point where I'm getting angry now. It's 2-1, they've done it, and you're laughing now at this point. I don't know any Arsenal fan, if you still get angry about losing, real talk, I don't know what I'll go on for you, because it's a joke thing. Like, Alexis is probably there laughing at home, snuggling up with his dogs and a hot chocolate, thinking this time last year I was getting smacked up with these boys there. Now I'm either going to get paid and win some trophies at United, or I'm going to get paid and win some trophies at City. For the other, man, it's a joke, man. Like, these players need to take a long, hard look at themselves, but they're not. Like, it's funny now. Like, it's funny. Like, it's so funny. Like, I'm calm. I don't understand. If anybody's seriously upset by that, I of course I understand, because you don't want to see your team doing this. But if you've still got emotion for this, you should have lost that at Crystal Palace last year. Like I told you guys, you go into the same season with the same nonsense with Alexis' future and X, Y, Z. This is what is going to happen. These players are not strong-minded. They can't put things to the side. They clearly were thinking about several things surrounding the club, playing as well, especially in the first half, because no one looked really confident trying to take a shot on. But yeah, man, Bournemouth, credit to them. They did their thing. 2-1. They smacked us up and they got their first victory in the Premier League against us ever. 2-1 to them. Sent us home on a long motorway. However, they get home packing. 2-1 Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth 2, Arsenal 1. Get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest. DG, I'm out. Thank you for watching, people. We move on, man, we got Carling Cup in the week against Chelsea. I don't even know who we got in the Prem. I think it's Palace. Don't quote me on that. I think it's 3 o'clock Palace on Saturday. But yeah, guys, DG, I'm out.